Hello, friends. Welcome to this Facebook Live session. Today, we are going to discuss one of the very important aspect, that is preparation of research proposal in the course of dissertation. The course code is MESP001. This is the course title, and this course is included in the MA Education program of Indira Gandhi National Open University. Friends, this course research proposal is one of the very important aspect of this course of dissertation, because you have to prepare a research proposal, then accordingly you have to conduct the dissertation work, and then after you have to prepare the research report, that is the dissertation report, and you have to submit that dissertation report for evaluation. And in my earlier session in YouTube, already I have discussed about the operational issues of this course, that is how you will conduct the dissertation, where you have to submit the research proposal, and how you will get the approval of the research proposal, then where you have to submit the dissertation report, and how it will be evaluated. So all the operational issues I have already discussed. And friends, let me to make it clear that this session is specifically for the MA education students who are enrolled in Indira Gandhi National Open University in this program of MA education, and who are at present in the second year. Okay, means who are now presently doing their dissertation work. So this is specifically, meant for them. So friends, let us try to discuss about different steps or different components of preparing a research proposal. But beforehand, let me to give an overview about the MA education program. Uh, you know, the program MA education is a 2 years program, and in the first year you're supposed to study 34 credits, and in the second year of this program you have to study 34 credits. You might have gone through the program guide, at the same time the IGNOU common prospectus. In IGNOU common prospectus, as well as in the program guide of MA education program, detailed information and detailed program components are given. What you have to do in the first year, what are the different courses that you have to study in the first year, and what are the different courses you have to study in the second year. So everything is given. So again, just very quickly recapitulate that what are the different courses that you're supposed to study in the first year and in the second year. As I have already said, that in the first year you have to study 34 credits. Total credit of this program is of 68. And in the first year, the courses you see, on your screen now it is visible. The course title is MES 011, that is Understanding Education, is a 4 credit course. Then MES 012, Education, Nature and Purpose, is the second course. MES 013, Learning, Learner and Development. Then MES 014, Societal Context of Education. Then MES 015, Operational Dimensions of Education. Then the last course in first year MA education program, that is MES 016, that is Educational Research. So the first course MES 011 is of 4 credit. This is the foundation course of MA education. Then another 5 courses, that is MES 012, 13, 14, 15, and 16, is having 6 credits each. So total 34 credits you supposed to study in the first year. And in the second year of this program, again you have to study 34 credits, just like you see the courses and different areas, which is now you can just watch on your screen. We have in the second year we have 5 elective areas. Just like higher education is one area, you will find 4 courses that is included in the area of higher education. Then second is the distance education. 5 courses are included in the area of distance education. And the third area is educational management and administration. Here also you will get 4 courses. And then the fourth area, that is educational technology. You will get four courses in educational technology. Then the last fifth, that's the fifth area, that is adult education. So, friends, what you have to do, you know it. Still, then again, I'm just recapitulating it. The learners have to select any one area among the five areas and have to study all the courses in that area. Okay, total credits in each area is 24. So, what you have to do, five areas are there. So, you have to select any one area in the second year. Let you have selected first area just like higher education. So all the courses included in this area you have to study. Means four courses are there. If I will say the course title of the first area, that is higher education, the course titles are MES 101, 102, 103, and 104. So you're supposed to study these four courses. You cannot study that, you can't opt that you will study few courses in one area and few courses in other area. You cannot do this. So what you have to do, among these five areas, you have to select only one area and all the courses included in that area you have to study. And friends, you will find the course credit of the total courses included in that area is of 24. Then again, the important course that we are discussing today, that is MESP 001. The course title is dissertation. This is a 10 credit course. Okay. So today, this is the practical component of this course, and being the co-coordinator of this program, I have observed it that students are doing well in all the theory courses, maybe in the first year and in the second year. But when they move for conducting this dissertation course, they ask many questions that how they will conduct the dissertation work, as this is one of the practical oriented course, project oriented course. And in my earlier YouTube video, already video lesson, I have already discussed that what are the different operational issues. Again, let me to say that you have to conduct this dissertation work taking the help of a supervisor. Okay, so one supervisor will be allotted by the coordinator of the study center where you are you are associated with. The study centers where you are pursuing your program. The coordinator of the study center will allot you a guide at the beginning of the second year of this program. Okay, so you will consult you will consult your supervisor. Then accordingly you have to pursue this dissertation course. So two major work that you're supposed to do in this course. First, you have to prepare a research proposal. You have to submit that research proposal after after getting a signature of your supervisor, or after getting after your supervisor forward it, you have to submit it at the regional center. The regional center officials will take care of your research proposal. They will send it for the evaluation. Then within a month's time you will get the evaluation report of your research proposal. And after getting approval of the research proposal, then you have to carry on your dissertation work. Okay, then after completion of this dissertation work, you have to prepare the dissertation report, and you have to submit that dissertation report again at the regional center after due after attaching the forwarding letter preface, and at the same time taking signature of your guide. Okay, and that dissertation report will be evaluated at the regional center level. We have our approved experts, and they will evaluate your research report, and you will be called for the interview. That's called as the viva voce. Okay, so today we are just focusing upon one of the important aspect, that is preparation of the research proposal. How we will prepare the research proposal. So, friends, I am sure that you might be coming in contact with your supervisor. Okay, and most important thing is counseling sessions are also kept for this dissertation course. That how we'll pursue the dissertation. What are the different important aspects of conducting this dissertation work? Okay, so your difficulties, your queries, your problems will be solved at the study center level when they will conduct counseling session for this dissertation work. Okay, So, apart from the suggestions and expertise that you are getting from your guide and the supervisor, let us, being the co-coordinator of this program, let us today discuss as now the pandemic situation is going on. Now it is difficult for you all to come contact, at the study center. Okay, so that's why, just to facilitate you, just to support you, I have taken this live Facebook session so that you will get certain input and certain input for conducting your dissertation work. So friends, let us now focus upon the proposal, the first important aspect of this dissertation course. So, before discussing the proposal, let me to focus upon, as we are discussing the dissertation course title is MESP 001. So, let me to focus upon some of the important objectives of this dissertation course. First of all, this course will help you to identify the research problem for dissertation work. So, what are from where you will get the research problem? So, what will be the nature of the research problem, and what type of problem you supposed to select for conducting your dissertation work? Hence, you are the student of education. You are enrolled in a master program. Okay, so that's why the problem that you will select for conducting your dissertation work should be related with educational discourses, educational issues, okay, educational problems, educational development, okay. So it may be related to school education, higher education, teacher education, the problem related to the teachers, problem related to the students, problems related to you can say different psychological variables also, you can say maybe study habits, maybe attitude of the teachers, attitude of the students. So many areas of education that you can consider for selecting your problem. Okay. And let me to say that in first year you have already studied six different courses. Okay, from there also you can, if you have any interest, special interest, you can also select certain problem from the theory courses also. And friends, you have studied one of the important course, that is MES 016 Educational Research. So for conducting this dissertation work, you will get optimum help so far as the content is concerned, so far as a research construct is concerned, that where you will get the theoretical base or theoretical understanding for conducting this research work. So that's why you're supposed to study the course that is MES 016 Educational Research. That will help you a lot for conducting the dissertation work. Then the second objective of this dissertation course, that you will be able to evaluate the feasibility, suitability, and significance of the problem. So the problem that you have selected, what is the significance of it? Okay. So why you have selected this problem? What is the justification for selecting this problem? So this dissertation course also, this is one of the purpose. This is one of the objective, and further is to describe various components of the research proposal. So for preparing a research proposal, so what are the different steps, what are the different proposal that you're supposed to use? Okay. So further, when we'll discuss today the research proposal, the components we will discuss, this is one of the objective. Then further, to prepare a research proposal. Then after understanding different components of the research proposal, then practically you will be able to prepare a research proposal. Okay. आपके रिसर्च प्रपोजल खुद तैयार करेंगे, खुद प्रिपेयर करेंगे, प्रिपेयर करने में आप सक्षम होंगे. Then further, to execute the research proposal. So friends, after preparing the research proposal, then after you will get the approval from the concerned regional center. Then after getting approval of your research proposal, so you have to execute that research proposal. It means you have to carry on your dissertation work. You have to carry on your dissertation work. You have to carry on your research work. Okay. Then after conducting the research work, then further the next work is to write research report in the form of a dissertation. You have to prepare a research report. Okay, and further you have to submit that research report for evaluation. So, friends, major two things that you're supposed to do in this course. You have to, first of all, you have to understand the research proposal. You have to prepare a research proposal. Then you should understand about how to conduct the research. Then after, how to prepare the research report. So these are the certain practical aspects, research-oriented aspect that you will be acquainted with for conducting such work. And already I have said you that these are the certain support for doing the dissertation work that we provide to our learners. First of all, I have already said that in first year you have studied one of the very important course, that is MES 016 Educational Research. The course title is Educational Research. So friends, you will get the theoretical construct, the theoretical understanding from this course for conducting the research. Okay, means it may be the matter of selecting a research problem. It may be matters related to how to select, how to analyze the review-related literature, how to design, how to make a design of a study, which methodology you have to select for conducting the study, how to select a sample, how to draw a sample, how to prepare a tool, and how to analyze the data, and many other aspects are also there for conducting the research work. So that's why the first support material that is in your hand, that is the course, the theoretical course that you have developed. Yeah, I'm hopeful that you all have received your course, MES 016 course, and if you have not received, then you can take it from the IGNOU course portal from the IGNOU website. Okay, this course is uploaded. The soft copy of the material of this course is uploaded. Okay, you can just download it, and if you have received the hard copy, then go through this course and try to understand different components of conducting the research. Then further handbook on dissertation work we have also developed. We have prepared very meticulously, very clearly, very concisely, that will help you for conducting your dissertation work. We have developed a handbook. Okay, that is also uploaded in the eCampus, and I am sure that you have received the hard copy of this handbook. Okay, this will help you. This will guide you for conducting this study. It may be related to your proposal, it may be related to writing the research report, everything you will get. Then further allotment of supervisor for the dissertation work. I have already said that when I was discussing the operational issues, that one supervisor or one guide will be allotted to you for conducting this dissertation work. Okay, and this guide will be allotted to you by the coordinator of the study center. Okay, and in case the guide is not allotted, so this is your duty, that you should consult with the coordinator of the study center, and you should ask a guide for conducting your study. Then further, for the support of the learners, we have also, there is the provision of the counseling sessions for the dissertation work at the study center. So friends, this is a 10 credit course dissertation. So if you have any doubt, any difficulties in this course, so counseling sessions are there. There is the provision. So you can, the dissertation, the coordinator of the MA education program at your study center will prepare a schedule, and they will invite you for discussion, for counseling sessions. So all your doubts, all your difficulties, all your queries, you can clear it during the counseling sessions. So friends, let us go forward. Here now you see on your screen, it might be visible now, support for doing the dissertation work. Here you see first is the handbook on dissertation work, and the second is the course that I was telling earlier, that is MES 016. The course title is Educational Research. Okay. So these two document or two courses that we have developed, one is the theory courses and other is the dissertation handbook on dissertation work. So I would request all our MA education second year learners that you're supposed to go through these two courses. In first year, you're supposed to study well, study better, study thoroughly to this course. And in the second year, you should go through this handbook on dissertation work. This will help you to proceed on your dissertation work stepwise. That what you have to do. Okay. During preparation of research proposal, and how you will conduct your study at the same time, how you will prepare your research report, where you have to submit this report. So everything is properly, you can say, addressed in the handbook on dissertation work. Then further, for doing the dissertation work, the process that we follow, just like the first process, I have already discussed till then. I'm just recapitulating it. It will help you again to evolve that how you will do the dissertation work. First, allotment of the supervisor by the coordinator of the study center. And second, preparation of a research proposal in consultation with the supervisor, with the allotted and approved supervisor. Then further approval of the research proposal by the concerned regional center. Okay, so you have to go to the regional center, and after getting the forwarding letter, you have to submit the research proposal at the concerned regional center. Then you have to wait a few weeks. It may take 1 month, or many a time, maybe 6 weeks. Then you will get the approval of the research proposal. Then after getting the approval letter of the research proposal, you have to conduct the research work. When you will conduct the research work, you have to consult your supervisor. Then further, after conducting the research work, you have to write the report of the dissertation, and you have to submit that report of the dissertation at the concerned regional center. Submission of the dissertation report for evaluation at the concerned regional center. Then what the regional center will do, regional center will evaluate this dissertation report by the experts, by the approved experts. Okay, the external examiner, and your viva voce will be taken. Conduct of viva voce examination will be taken by the external examiner at the concerned regional center level. So this is the total process of conducting the dissertation work. Then further, let me to say that two major activities in conducting dissertation work, that is preparation of a research proposal, and further writing dissertation report. Okay. So today we'll focus upon the first aspect, that is preparation of a research proposal for conducting dissertation work. So friends, what is a research proposal? Okay. You see, we also call it as a synopsis. Okay, so you see, a proposal is a blueprint of the entire research work. Means you're supposed to conduct a research work, a master dissertation, and for conducting the dissertation, that what are the different things you will do, how you will proceed in the dissertation work, how you will collect data. So what tools? It may be a questionnaire, it may be an attitude scale, it may be a type of interview, it may be a type of observation. So you can use many tools contextualizing to your study. Okay, so here in a research proposal, you will find that every aspect of conducting a research work will be included. So this will give you a clear picture about your dissertation, about your detailed work, about the problem. First of all, you can say the rationale about your problem, the justification of your problem. Then you can say the review of related literature that will provide you a statement about the problem, that or the position of your problem, and that what are the different researches that have been conducted earlier in that topic, and what are the different things that have not been conducted yet. Okay. So when you will analyze the review of related literature, you will find out a gap, okay, gap of the study. Then your research supposed to fill that gap. So what I mean to say, in a research proposal, you have to analyze the review of related literature, and from there only you will find out that where is the gap, and how you will fill that gap, okay, how you will bridge that gap. So what is the newness of your study? That is the rationale and justification of your study. Then after, for conducting the study, research is called as a very systematic and scientific activity. So that's why you have to define your research problem. You have to operationally define the different terms, the new terms that you have used in your study. Then you have to develop the statement of the research objective. Then after hypothesis, you can also state certain research questions. Then after objective and research hypothesis, then the area of your study, then how you will select a sample from the population, what tools you will use, what statistics you will use for analyzing the data, okay, and further you can say how to establish the findings and the implications of your study. So what I mean to say, a proposal is a blueprint of entire research work, means the work that you will conduct. So your proposal will guide you. Your proposal will provide you a type of insight that how you will proceed. Okay. So that's why it's called as a blueprint of the entire research work. Then further we can say that it provides a complete direction to conduct the research work. It will guide you. It will provide a direction to you for conducting your study. Then further it conveys the plan of entire research work. The entire research work starting from research problem to references, or you can say to reaching at the implication of your study. Okay, so that it conveys the entire plan of the research work. Then further, it conveys the research, how the study will be conducted, and it also indicates a time schedule to be followed for the research work. So, friends, you are the master students. You will find you will get very few months for conducting this dissertation work. And work, if you want to complete your study within the stipulated or within the minimum time period, that is 2 years. So that's why you have to conduct it within few months. Again, let me to say that now pandemic is going on. Okay, situation is not so good across the country. You might be facing difficulties for conducting this dissertation for for collecting the data. So that's why when you will prepare the research proposal, such aspect you supposed to take care also, that how you will conduct this study, how you will select the collect the data, whether you will collect data offline or whether you will collect data online. Nowadays, you will find that many online tools are available. You can, if you use the Google form and other online platform, you can also prepare a good online questionnaire. Okay, and by using video conferencing, okay, different platform, you can also take a type of interview. So, friends, you can also collect data by using online tools. And if it is permitted, if it is possible, you can also collect data offline. So this is, you can say, the proposal means you get such information or such meaning from a proposal. And further, the major points that is included in the research proposal, that is first, what are the different points or what are the different steps that you're supposed to follow when we prepare a research proposal. First is title of the research problem. So you have to write the research problem, the title of the research problem. So what are the different variables you're supposed to consider, you're supposed to study in your research. Okay, it may be you can say achievement, it may be intelligence, it may be personality, it may be study habits, it may be or other variables also. You can also make a type of qualitative research. You can also make a type of quantitative research. You can also make a type of mixed method research. So, friends, let me to say you have already received the course MES 016 Educational Research, and dedicatedly you will find certain chapters, certain units are there that address this issue, that how you will select a research problem. Okay, and the problem, from where you will select the research problem. I have already said that you can select a research problem from different theory courses that you have studied. It may be related to psychology, educational psychology, may be related to educational philosophy, educational technology, socio-political system. Okay, yeah, educational. You can say the school community relationship and other different courses that you have studied. From there you can also select a problem. And further, let me to say, in the second year, you have studied five different areas. Okay, higher education, educational technology, educational management and administration, then adult education and distance education. So in second year, after going through the different courses of the elective area, the specialized area, if you are motivated, you can also select a problem from the specialized area also. So that you have to do in consultation with your supervisor. Then after selecting the research problem, and let me to say, friends, directly you cannot select a research problem. So beforehand, you supposed to go through the review of related literature. So you have to study, you have to go through the literature, available literature, maybe a article in different educational research journal, maybe in different earlier submitted dissertation. Okay, from there you will get certain topics, certain areas that where you can, in which area you supposed to conduct your study and what should be your title, what should be your problem. Then after selecting the research problem, then your next work is to develop the introduction of your study. Okay. In proposal, your introduction may be within 1 or 2 pages. So in introduction, you supposed to explain about the, you can say, the theoretical construct or the theoretical base of your study. That means the variables that you have selected for conducting the study. So that you supposed to discuss, that you supposed to explain. Okay. And the context and justification of your study is also included in the introduction. So that's why you have to provide a detailed theoretical construct of the variable that you have selected. You have selected, if you have selected attitude as one of the variable. So here you have to explain about attitude. Like you have selected study habits as one of the variable, emotional intelligence as one of the variable. Okay, intelligence as one of the variable, personality as one of the variable. So here you have to explain it what is the concept of this variable and how this variable are being used in your study. So you have to provide a detailed introduction of your study. Then delimitation of the study. So, friends, the problem that you have selected, you'll find that mostly the problem are in a general style. Okay. So, what you have to do, you have to delimit your study in terms of area, in terms of sample and population. Let many a time, let in title you have written that you will conduct a study in a district, but you can further delimit your study in a district to few blocks or few tahsils. Let in a district 10 blocks are there or 10 tahsils are there. So randomly you can select 2 or 3 blocks or 2 or 3 tahsils. So accordingly you can delimit your study. Okay. Then further review of related literature. I have already said that though it comes in the fourth step, in the third step of your research proposal, but the work of review of related literature, it starts at the beginning. First, you have to study about the areas, about different problems, about different studies that have been conducted in that area. And from there, you will find a type of, you can say, yeah, you will find an insight, you will get a type of understanding that what are the different areas that are still left where you can conduct the study. Or when you will analyze the review of related literature, you will find that what are the different aspects that have been conducted and what are the different aspects that have not been conducted. Okay, so there only you will get a gap of the earlier studies. Okay, your study should provide certain newness for filling that gap. Then, after analyzing the review of related literature, then the next step is need and importance of your study, or that you can say justification or rationale of your study. So here you have to justify that how your study is a new study. Okay. And what are the new things that you are going to do in your study which has not been conducted earlier. So these are, certain points I have already discussed. 5 points here. First, the research title, problem, then introduction, then delimitation of the study, then review of related literature, then need and importance of your study. Then further, the next step is research questions. You are a researcher. When you have selected a research problem for conducting a study, certain questions may be in your mind. So you have to write down these research questions. Please go through the dissertation handbook. Clearly, this has been mentioned that how you will state a research question, how you write a research question. So you have to write that what are the questions that come to your mind, keeping in consideration that you have selected that problem, and what are the different things you are going to do in your study, and how you will get the answer of your questions. So how you will conduct this study and how you will get the answer of the questions, research questions. Then on the basis of the research questions, you can also state the objectives of your study. Okay. And after objectives, you can also state certain hypothesis. Hypothesis is called as the tentative solution of the problem. It is not necessary that in every types of research you construct hypothesis. Many a time, if it is a type of explorative research, means if there is no research is conducted in that area and you are not getting any direction, or if you are not getting idea about, or you can say any finding of the study, you can also, without developing, or without constructing, without starting hypothesis, you can also conduct your study. Okay. But if it is a quantitative study, if you have used the statistics, if you want to compare certain things statistically, and if you want to find out difference between two groups in consideration of any variable, then definitely you should go for stating the hypothesis. And further, you have to verify the hypothesis, test the hypothesis. Then after research question, objectives, and hypothesis, your next step for preparing research proposal is operational definitions of the terms used. So friends, here one of the very important aspect, that is operational definitions of the terms used. It means in the research title you will find that many new concept, many new terms, many new words that you have used that needs to define operation. Operational means how that term or that concept will work or operationally work in your study. As example, let you have used one term, or you can say the variable, that means study habits, in your research title, in your research problem. So here operational you have to explain that what does it mean. Operational definition of study habits. You see the term here, it has been used, that is operational. Operational. That doesn't mean that the literal meaning or the dictionary meaning of study habits. So here the concept of study habits, how it has been used in your study. What do you mean by study habits in your study? So that's supposed to explain. That's supposed to define in your study. Okay. So again, let high achieving students. High achieving students means what? So, what percentage of students will secure that will call them as the high achiever, whether it is 80% or 90% or 70%? If it is 80%, then what is the base of it? Okay. So, उसका बेस क्या, हम क्यों कहेंगे 80% कोई स्कोर किया है, हम क्यों कहेंगे वो हाई अचीविंग स्टूडेंट्स है? So here what you have to do operationally, you have to define that the terms that you have used, how operationally will be used in your study. Then further, the next important aspect of your research proposal, that is research methodology. Okay. So what methodology that you will follow in your study? So it includes the particular research method, just like you can say a type of survey research or survey method. It may be a descriptive survey method. It may be a type of correlational study. It may be a type of historical research. It may be a type of philosophical research. It may be a type of experimental research. So the particular research method that you have used in your study, you have to mention it, you have to explain it. So friends, again, let me to say, for knowing that what are the different methods of conducting educational research, you're supposed to study the course MES 016 educational research. Dedicatedly few units you will get that address this issue, that address this concept, that is the research method. Okay. So what is experimental research and how to conduct the experimental research? What is the survey research and how to conduct the survey research? So what are the different tools that are supposed to be used in a type of research? So that is also you will get. Then further, you have to prepare a detailed research design. Okay, the detailed research process that includes population and sample. So you have to define the population. You have to define the area. Okay, let you have studied, let you have you have proposed to conduct your study in a district. So you have to define that district. You have to define the population. Let you have mentioned that all the secondary school teachers who are teaching in different government school in South Delhi district, as example. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to list out the South Delhi district government secondary schools. Then you have to list out the number of teachers. So they will be the population of your study. Then from the population, it is not possible to conduct your study taking all the secondary school teachers of South Delhi district government in government schools. Then here what you have to do, you have to select a representative group of population as a sample. Let it may be 10%, it may be 20%. Okay, if it is a purposive sampling, you can also say in numbers, it may be 100, it may be 200, so that you can do. So here in research methodology, first of all, you have to explain about the particular research method that you have to use in your study. Then you have to prepare a detailed research design that includes the population and sample. Okay. So you have to define the population, the universe, the detailed unit of the population. You have to list out the different unit of the population. You have to write the size of the population, and then after from that population you have to select a sample. So the size of the sample also you have to mention, and how you select the sample. What method you have to study. Again, let me to say that in MES 016, in the course of educational research, you will find detail the sampling methods, sampling techniques, that how to select the sample. You can use a simple random sampling method, a stratified random sampling method, a cluster sampling method. Okay, you can also use a non-probability sampling method, maybe a purposive sampling method, a judgmental sampling method, a snowball sampling method, okay, a quota sampling method. So, friends, you have to study detail the MES 016 so that you will get an output about different theoretical concepts. So here you have to define the population, then you have to define the sample, and you have to prepare a sampling frame also, that what percentage of the population will be included, what will be the number, and how you will select it by using what sampling method. Then for the tools and techniques used for data collection, so what are the different tools that you're supposed to use for collecting data? It may be a questionnaire, it may be an interview schedule, it may be a checklist, it may be a rating scale, okay, for knowing the attitude of the teachers or students, attitude of the parents, the community members. Okay, so that's why, friends, you have to study MES 016, and a right approach you're supposed to adopt, and you're supposed to prepare a good research tool for collecting data. So friends, here you can prepare a tool and you can also select an available tool that's called as the standardized tool. In many psychological associations, psychological institutions, and in market and online also, if you'll go through, you'll find different tools, standardized tools, which is already available. So you can also keeping in consideration of the nature of your problem, you can also select certain standardized tool for collecting data. But I always prefer to prepare a self-made tool. Means the researcher is supposed to prepare a tool so that they will involve themselves in writing the items, and then after prepare a very good tool so that that will help to get intense data. Okay, the required data for conducting the study. And friends, if you are, it's not possible to discuss detail about that how you will prepare a tool, and if you are going for a self-made tool, it should be properly tried out on a small group, so that you will find out that how your tool is properly working in the field. Then further, after preparing the tool or selecting the standardized tool for collecting data, you have to collect data at the field, okay, from the students or from the teachers, from the parents, from the community members, from the peers, okay. And then after, what you have to do, you have to analyze the data. And when you will analyze the data, you have to use certain statistical techniques. It may be a descriptive statistical techniques, maybe inferential statistics, okay, maybe you can say by using the measures of central tendency, maybe mean, median, or mode, maybe standard deviation or the quartile deviation, maybe correlation, or maybe t-test, that is the to know the significance difference between two mean scores of two groups, or it may be a type of chi-square test. Okay, it may be t-test or the ANOVA. So many statistical techniques are there. So you have to contextualize your research problem. Okay, and what type of data you are getting. And here also you have to take the cognizance of the objectives and hypothesis. What is your research question? And accordingly, what are your objectives, research objectives? Then for studying those objectives, what type of data is required, and accordingly how to analyze the data, and what techniques, statistical techniques, that you're supposed to study, supposed to use for analyzing that data. Okay. Then further, the detailed process of data analysis and interpretation, that also you have to mention in research proposal. And further, the implications, if you have, keeping in consideration of the importance of of your study, certain implications also you can write. And further references, it means for preparing the research proposal, what are the different websites, what are the different books, what are the different research literatures, what are the different earlier studies, what are the different journals, encyclopedia. Okay, then websites that you have followed, that you have used, that you have accessed, that you're supposed to make a list of it. So that will be the reference section. So friends, these are the important points. That is, first is the title of the research problem. Then you have to develop an introduction. Then you have to delimit your research study. You have to carve it from general to specific. Then after, you have to develop the repopulated literature. Then you have to establish the need and importance of the study. Then you have to write down the research questions, objectives, and hypotheses. And further, you have to operationally define the new terms that you have used in your study. Then the detailed research methodology you have to explain. That includes research design, population and sample, tools and techniques, then statistical techniques used for data analysis. Further, the process of data analysis and interpretation. So how you will analyze the data and interpret it. Then further, the references. So these are the important aspects, important steps for preparing the research proposal. So friends, I will request you go through MES 016 at the same time dissertation handbook. Then definitely many of your queries will automatically solve, and you will be in in a position to prepare a very good research proposal. So friends, for further queries, you can write to me niradhar at ignou.ac.in. You can also make me a telephone call. My intercom is 2994. You can visit my Facebook page. You will find many video programs related to research proposal, related to MA education program, related to dissertation work. You can also visit my YouTube channel. You will find more than 200 video programs are there. Most of the programs are from your MA education. Video lessons are from MA education program. At the same time, the video programs that you will get, that are also developed on many other educational issues. Then you can also visit my Twitter handle. So friends, today we discuss about the research proposal, how you will prepare the research proposal. And I wish all of you a very best for your program, my education program. And in case any difficulties, you definitely write me a mail. And in my next Facebook live program, I will discuss about the research report and other aspect also, other different other aspect of conducting your research. We will also discuss. Thank you.